Hey guys, welcome back to Turntable Guy. On the bench today, we have a turntable brand that I have not done before, at least not on this channel. This is a Toshiba SR-F335. It's a fully automatic direct drive, but to me it screams Sanyo. I'm going to have a quick look online to see if this was in fact manufactured by Sanyo, but it really does look like a Sanyo unit. This one's come in for servicing. It's got a whole bunch of starting and automatic issues. So I thought we would have a quick look to see what it's doing. I've pulled the needle on it because when I hear that there's automatic start issues, I'm always concerned that the needle's going to scratch across the platter or the record or whatever. So I pulled the needle off, and it's got a cartridge on it that I have never seen before. It looks like, well, actually the whole head shell and cartridge is integrated. So I'm not sure exactly if it's some kind of Toshiba branded unit. There's absolutely no markings on it. Techniques did this too. They did their own kind of head shell and cartridge all built into one. So there's no way you can change the cartridge on this head shell. It's all built in, and there's no markings on it. So if you wanted to change the cartridge, you'd have to get yourself a new head shell. But we're just going to put this back on, and we're just going to have a quick look to see what it's doing, and then I'm going to figure out the plan of attack on this one. I'm just going to take this dust cover off. Okay, let's see what it's doing here. So automatic start. So it's got a repeat function, size selector. This is your queuing up and down, which is stuck. And your cut and start. So that's cut. So it should just lift and then drop or do nothing. It all returns. Remember, there's no needle on this. So manual. Whoa. Real nasty. Obviously you can't feel it. I can feel it. It's like a hump here that's trying to go back. Let's see this queuing here. Yeah, the queuing, ugh, that is so gummed up. Okay, we've got, oh, see? Oh, and now it's shut off. And now it's back on. Oh yeah, this one's got some serious issues. All right, let's try the automatic start here, see what happens. Let's set it for full-size LP, 30-inch. 0 repeat, and let's hit start. That's really gummy as well. As you can see, it's barely going back. Okay, that's correct. Oh, that's not. Whoa, what's going on here? Okay, and now it's shut off. All right, we've got a sick puppy here. We're gonna have to open it up, have a look underneath. My guess, it's a grease situation because these controls are super sticky. So my guess is that it has something to do with the automatic start in and automatic return. It undoubtedly sticky grease, and because of that, instead of dropping, oh look at this, it just started again. Oh, and now it kicked back. Lots of fun. Because of that, it's not doing what it's supposed to do. So anyway, let's turn it over, crack it open, and have a look. Okay, this one wins an award for most irritating turntable base to ever take off. We've got a very, very, very thin, cheap, almost paper-like cardboard here. About 1 billion screws, and all 4 feet had to come out to get this off. And we're presented with a pretty typical looking machine. It's not a CEC, I'll tell you that. I'm still thinking Sanyo. I haven't had a chance to look yet. This is where all our mechanism is on the left-hand side here, and I'm sure once we lift this panel, we're going to find all sorts of gummed up grease. But what I'm going to do first is check to make sure that these knobs probably have to come off from the top side. Yeah, they do. So 4 knobs. And then I'm sure this will lift off. There's a connection here to here. That is for the start and cut. So I'll probably remove this. Disconnect that. This is connected via this little E-clip here. That shouldn't be an issue. That's the queuing right here. Am I correct with that? Yep, that's queuing. So that looks like it's gummed up back here. So probably lift that off as well. It looks like it's secured down by these 2 screws here. Just feeling the grease. It doesn't feel horrible. There's got to be some, some nasty grease underneath. These are sticky. Where the plastic meets the metal, it seems stickier than where metal is on metal. All right, so let's start taking this apart a little bit. Let me zoom in on that side there for you. All right, so we're gonna start pulling this apart. Now these are a nightmare because they tend to break the post that they're on. So I'm always really worried about when you have these plastic clips, or these, actually they're metal clips into a plastic post. Always a nightmare. Let's do this one first. Wow. Yeah, this is not being very helpful. I don't want to have it fling across the room, but sometimes just a little bit of pressure on both sides. Wow. There we go. Man, oh man. Okay, so we'll take this off. So that goes in the middle. We'll clean that off. We're going to remove these 2 screws here that hold down the queuing lever. Put all this stuff kind of in one spot here. And the beauty of doing this on video is that if for some reason I forget, and I do forget, where something goes, I've got documentation of it, right? So, all right, so this arm just comes straight up, I believe. Let's just see here. Oh, okay. I think I see how it comes out. There we go. There's your queuing arm. Put that over there. And then this here, what is this here? I want to be careful because sometimes you lift crap up and you get a nice surprise, right? Something goes cling, a spring goes flying. So I'm always very, very careful as, you know, when I'm pulling stuff apart. This has me worried, of course. There's just no easy way to get these off. So I'm just going to work it back and forth gently. There we go. Got it. And then we can just pull that off and maybe just, yeah, we can let that just hang there. So I'm thinking that this thing should be good to come up now. This is definitely holding it down. Bigger screw. And this one, I don't know about this one yet. This is holding some kind of piece there. Another larger screw. All right, let's see if it comes up. Yep, it is coming up, and I don't feel anything. There it is. Okay, so that seems okay. This lever is very gummed up. This is all gummed up. There's a ball bearing right here. That's going to go flying across the room. If we lift this up, it's being held in by that plastic. It just gives you that notchy feeling. So it's just a matter of taking this all apart, cleaning all the grease. You can see all the nasty grease, and putting it back in place. And then once I'm done that, we'll come back and we'll reinstall it. Welcome back. I have put the metal plate back on here that houses all the controls. And as you can see here, all the contact points have been lubricated with fresh lube. So what I'm going to do is I just want to do a quick test. I'm just going to throw the base back on, turn it over, and see if the functions are working better. And if they are, we're going to continue on with our basic service. I'll save you the suspense. It didn't work. And we've got more gummed up grease on this table. I have taken it apart even further. Now we've had to disconnect the cable wires over here. Not desolder them, but just get them off of the main board here. And I'm pretty sure we've got some more gummed up grease all through this mechanism here, which is going to require more cleaning. So I'm going to be at this for a little while. I'm sorry it's not the most exciting video, but I really can't detail a lot of it. Here's our micro switch. I know that that's got some problems. So we will have a look at that as well. And I'm just going to clean more grease, and I'll be back. Welcome back. All of the old grease has been cleaned on the back side of this mechanism. There's quite a bit of it, pretty gummy. I put it all back together here. Got the cable wires for the tone arm back here. The RCA cables back down. This little springy thing here was giving me a bit of an issue. It's held down by a screw and in between a couple washers. And what it does, I thought it was actually moving something, but it's not. It's just a spring that keeps that back tension on the arm. So when you move the arm, it just flings that across like that, and it just locks in. So that was giving me a little bit of a nightmare. I had put it on this side, and then the arm didn't want to move. But no, we're good there. We're going to service this motor because it probably needs it really bad. And it looks like it's just a 1, 2, 3 nuts. We'll also clean the pitch control. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. Okay. So let's see what size this is. Let's go with 7mm. Good guess. So I've been working on this table for about an hour, and I can't figure out who manufactured it. I went online earlier, and I was reading around, and some people say, Mayo, is it CEC? This is not a CEC table. It's just nothing like, I mean, I can't 100% verify that, but there's just nothing that looks like CEC to me. So I am wondering if maybe this is just made by Toshiba. I like I said, I have no idea. The cartridge is supposedly a Toshiba branded cartridge. Now, I doubt that they made their own cartridges, but it's kind of interesting that, like, I've never worked on one of these before, so I don't know. And if anybody knows or has any idea who manufactured this table, please leave it in the comment section. Oh, this one's got a, look at this. It's got a tiny little screw there to keep you from doing what I was trying to do. It reminds me of Pioneer does this. And no, it's not a Pioneer either. Just the outside look of it screamed Sanyo to me. The motor itself, I don't know if you can see this. It says Oryx DC motor. Oryx is part of Toshiba. And it says Tokyo Shibura Electric, which is Toshiba, right? So maybe this thing is made by Toshiba. The 9th of March, 1978 is the date of manufacture of this motor. Maybe it's a Toshiba. Maybe they made their own tables. They certainly did not sell a lot of tables, because I do not see very many come through here. I think I've serviced 3 in all the time I've been servicing tables. I'm not 100% sure on that. But I'm starting to think that maybe it is a in-house made table, just by the fact that I've never seen anything like this. So, if you know, leave me a message on the comments section and let me know, because I am seriously curious. And if it is CEC, why would they do such a different design just for Toshiba, as the rest of their products are pretty much all the same for everybody else? And we will use some electric motor oil. A few drops here, you guys know the drill. Up it down. And put your silly little clip back on. Okay. Board's mounted right to the back of the table. Now, it does matter how this goes back on because there are two little holes in the back of the bottom plate here, and they have to line up with these two holes. So I'm thinking like that. And I would be, excuse my head, I would be correct. So that's where it goes. If I was smart, I would have put a little mark there, but so 3 lock washers, 3 nuts. And we'll clean our pitch control and our speed selector switch. And we'll give this thing a test. That's of course after I put back the 18,000 screws on the base plate and the 4 feet. All right, pitch control down here, contact cleaner, give it a shot, reach in, spin it. Ooh, that's tight. Holy crap. Well, that needed a cleaning really bad. Back and forth, distribute the cleaner. And we'll hit our speed selector switch as well. And not a lot of places to hit this, so we'll go into the front. Work that a little bit. And I think we're good for testing. So let me get this the base back on, get all the wires tied back up again. Just do one final check, make sure everything's in the right position, and I shall return. Welcome back. Well, I gave this turntable a quick try, and the motor has little to no power. Also, this is going to be really hard for you to see, but if you can see that one capacitor there, do you see the left leg where that black mark is on the board? It's a 22 microfarad at 16 volt. Do you see the negative leg? That is electrolyte leak. That capacitor is shot. You can see it leaking out at the bottom there. Let me back up a little bit there. Do I have a pointer? I'm sure you can see it. You're like idiots, but right there. That is electrolyte leakage. This capacitor shot. So while I'm at it, I'm going to try and replace all these caps. The other ones don't have any crap on the legs. That one definitely does. But it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little caps. I'm going to test this big one and see what kind of capacitance it has, because it's an axial cap, and I don't think I have an axial cap in my stash. I could put a radial cap in there and just swing one of the legs over, but we'll see how it measures first. If I don't have to change the axial cap, I won't. But this one's definitely got to go, and while we're at it, we'll change the rest. Okay, we are recapped. The big axial cap measured fine, so we're going to leave that in place. But we got the other 5 or so capacitors all changed out. There they are. And we're going to button this motor back up, and hopefully this puppy works. If not, it's going back to the owner with a little bit of a disappointment. Hey, welcome back. Well, the Toshiba SR-F335 is all back together. And I have set up the arm, I've cleaned the stylus, and done the anti-skating, all that kind of good stuff. And we're going to do a little sound check. So all the grease has been cleaned. Our motor has brand new capacitors. Motor's spinning properly now. And here we go. It's working. My biggest worry about this one was the motor, because when I did test it, it was you had to give it a big push. I remember in one of my other videos there, we had to do that with another table. I forget which one it was, but we had to change out some capacitors on that one as well. It's not very often that you need to do that, but there are times when you're going to have to do it, and it's going to be really obvious, like in this case with this cap here. This one was really bad. So, but it's all done. So that is the Toshiba SR-F335. It's a nice table. It's a little plasticky. I think it looks nicer than it really is. So it presents well, but you know, it's not real wood. It's plastic. The top here looks like metal, but it's not. It's plastic. It's nothing special about the platter or anything else. The arm and this one-piece cartridge / head shell, probably be best to replace that and put on a quality head shell and a nice, I would put an Audio-Technica AT-VM95 series with this one. But that's it. Thank you very much for tuning in. I know this video was a little jiggity-jaggedy because I was checking different parts of it, but hopefully that gives you an idea what you're going to get into if you find one of these in the market. We will catch you in the next video. Thanks. Bye-bye.